Yup, what a year it was, 2019 though. A great year for video games and a great year for movies. So let us begin, guys. Sorry, I was gonna do a few movie reviews, but I'd rather catch up right now because a few other content creators has beat me to this. So this is my time, and it's my turn to actually do it though. Sorry, Much Mojo, even though you started the ones who gave your top 10s already first. Now it's my turn now to do this. So here it is, guys. Without further ado, these are my top 10 games of 2019. Oh yeah. And it's my list. Mine! Just to remind you guys, I don't have a PS4 and I don't have a Switch, even though I have played them in other consoles and other friends' consoles and other different places though. Even though I didn't get my full experience though, but 2 games here that are pretty much not part of the console though, I have played though. Did I get my full experience? No, but I'm cheating and I'm putting this in the list in order to make it fit though. So please guys understand though. And then there's another game too that I did play but I didn't get my full experience though, and I'll get to that soon enough though. So here we are and here we start. So for number 10 guys, it's my list, mine, and here's the reason why these 2 games made it all the way till number 10. Okay, but first let's begin with Team Sonic Racing. It's a solid racer. I loved it. It was really great though. I love the graphics. The soundtrack was outstanding, made by Hyper Potions, T. Lopes, John Sanua. And my god, the soundtrack of this game was just absolutely amazing. And the tracks were also awesome though. 12 new tracks. But Team Sonic Racing, to me, I love the team-based mechanics though. Playing with friends is a lot more fun though, and it's a lot more entertaining though, and it can make it an even match though. And also, you can play the game by yourself, by single player, if you don't want to do the team-based mechanics, and that's fine. You can do it like that though. The story mode, to me, was a bit cringy though, but it was good. This is, in my opinion, one of my favorite racers this year though. And also the customization in this game was absolutely amazing though. No microtransactions though, which is surprising. As for the next racing game here, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel. To me, the game was absolutely amazing though. The graphics awesome. The gameplay awesome though. There's no team-based stuff though. There is some pretty cool multiplayer moments though. And then there's some DLC that just came in too though. And what I didn't actually notice is that Nitro Fuel was actually adding more stuff. The reason why this game is number 10 on the list is because Activision just couldn't help it, because they needed to add microtransactions in this game, and they added the pit stop to pretty much like make a little bit of more bucks and stuff like that. Just Activision just pretty much just couldn't help it, because this racer is actually really good, and it deserves to be best racing game of the year though, even though the microtransactions kind of ruins it though. Then they added some new DLC though, which is actually fine though, and they added some new tracks though, and then they added some Christmas stuff and a lot of Halloween things, and that's actually cool though. Even though it was a solid racing game though. And same thing goes for Team Sonic Racing. Team Sonic Racing to me was a solid game though, but no DLC happened. I'm really upset about that too, and not even Infinite as a playable character. And all I can say is this: it's fine how the way the game is released though for this game though, for Team Sonic Racing though, and then with Crash Team Racing adding some microtransactions at the last second though, even though updating its roster. For these racers, they're absolutely amazing, and they deserve to be number 10. Okay, Apex Legends to me was, in my opinion, a really amazing multiplayer battle royale mode, and to me, it's absolutely outstanding though. The first season did stumble a little bit though. They just added an updated roster though, and then the dinosaurs, to me, I was like, this is a dumb idea. But then after playing it, I was like, it's actually not bad though. Some say that it's kind of ridiculous how the way it is in the concept store, and I kind of agree with that too. But to me, in my opinion, Apex Legends to me is pretty much like one of my favorite battle royale games. Beating Fortnite though, I will admit though. And in my opinion, to me, this is Respawn's like answer to pretty much the EA though. And I think to me, this kind of helped Respawn financially though, because Respawn was nearly this close to getting shut down by EA. Yes, EA. And thankfully, Respawn pretty much just picked themselves up well thanks to this game. And to me, in my opinion, my favorite Battle Royale game ever made. Sorry Fortnite, but Apex Legends is better. Then for number 8, I had to put this a little bit more lower. Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay, Kingdom Hearts 3, I replayed it again, and I will admit, it doesn't have much replay value though, but playing it the first time and then finishing all the way to the end, okay, it's fun though. Even though I did manage to get all the Mickey emblems in order to unlock that secret ending, in order to like understand that pretty much opens up Kingdom Hearts 4 and stuff like that, as long as Tetsuya Nomura and the rest of the development team doesn't give us Kingdom Hearts 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, and Final Fantasy Pro. No. And thankfully, they took not just my advice, but also everyone's advice. We got ourselves a DLC coming up in January, which is Kingdom Hearts Remind, though, which adds the Final Fantasy characters that everybody has wanted, and we're kind of like gonna get some answers to see what happened to Sora after he pretty much just disappeared, and well, everybody's like on the search for him to see what actually happened to him though. And to me, in my opinion, Kingdom Hearts 3 was actually the first game that I managed to buy and own. And I'll admit, interacting with Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Frozen, Tangled, Big Hero 6, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, to me, it was absolutely amazing, though. And I'll admit, though, this Kingdom Hearts game, some say it's a bit disappointing, though, but to me, it was a solid game. And I will admit, this is actually Square Enix's most beautiful and most profitable game that sold a lot. And to me, it shocked me the most because I cannot wait to see what Remind has in store, because thank you to Tetsuya Nomura and Square Enix for not giving us 3.1, 3.2 or anything like that. No more. Just give us DLC. And then with that, well, thank you. And then we'll pay you 20 or 10 bucks, whatever, how much the expansion is, though. So I haven't checked it, though. So I hope it's good. And please let it be good. Oh, yeah. And also, guys, to prove to you guys that I managed to get a copy of these games, too. So I got them right over here. Team Sonic Racing, and I got Kingdom Hearts 3. So I Coming in at number 7, Mortal Kombat 11. Okay, Mortal Kombat 11, at launch, it was very disappointing, though. The microtransactions, the grinding, it ruined it. But lately, and thankfully, Warner Brothers came to their senses and be like, you know what, let's just make it fair for everyone, though. And thankfully, they did. And I'll be honest, too. Mortal Kombat 11 was a really great fighting game this year by far. And to be honest, though, the story mode was amazing, which redeemed Liu Kang, Kung Lao, and a few other of my favorite characters, though, that I was absolutely satisfied with, too. And then seeing Young Johnny and Old Johnny interacting with each other, though. And then also Cassie Cage interacting with her mother when she was young. And it's amazing, though. And then the fighting, it may be a bit slow, but later on you'll get the hang of it, though, because I was actually like that too, because I was like, is it just me, or is the fighting feel a bit slow? It's more technical, and I'm actually cool with it, though, but the fatalities, though, which to me was the most satisfying part of the game. And I'll be honest, Ed Boon and the rest of the NetherRealm team, development team, actually did a fantastic job with the story mode, the character rosters, adding in Terminator, which I was right all along, but we did not get Ash Williams, though. But we do have Joker on the horizon, though, which I'm like, okay. But since we got the Joker movie that came out recently, I'm actually cool with it, though. But I hope in Season 2, we get ourselves Pennywise the Clown, Michael Myers, Ash Williams, and then maybe down the line, we get ourselves Melina, Shiva, and Takashi Takedo, or Sector or Cyrax combined into one with Smoke and Cyber Sub-Zero. Let's see what happens, though, because all I can say is this. Please, NetherRealm, whatever it is that you're working on next, I think it's Injustice 3. Don't get too excessive with your microtransactions and with your grinding sessions, though. I'm cool with it, though, but thankfully, you guys managed to fix that, though. So thank you guys very much with that. And without a doubt, Mortal Kombat 11, great fighting game of the year. Alright, number Number 6. Okay, guys, like I said, this is the one that I'm kind of cheating, but you know what? I did play it, and I had so much fun with it. I was more than halfway through with the campaign, though, but I had to pretty much just let my friend just finish it off for himself. And without a doubt, it's a Nintendo Switch exclusive, and that is Luigi's Mansion 3. Who you gonna call? Luigi Mario. No, I'm not gonna say Ghostbusters. I will admit, to me, Luigi's Mansion 3 was, to me, amazing. And after everybody was saying in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, when they announced Simon Belmont as the next playable character in Smash, and while Luigi was pretty much at a castle trying to like fight against the monsters using his vacuum, everybody's saying, are we getting a new Luigi's Mansion game? No, but later on, a few months later, we did got that announcement. And thankfully, Luigi's Mansion 3 paid off. It had a great story. The graphics looked straight out of Pixar, and I loved it so damn much. And the controls, a bit wonky though, but you kind of get used to it. And also the boss battles were actually really cool though. And then many of the other places that you go and interact with the film director and many other ghosts that you encounter though, which is absolutely very funny. And then Luigi, believe it or not, he may be scared of this one, but he kind of like manned up and just faced the ghost all by himself though. While pretty much Mario, Peach, and the Toads are now are in distress and being captured by King Boo once again. And to me, Luigi's Mansion 3, I have played Luigi's Mansion 2. I've went Luigi's Mansion 1 and 2, which is Dark Moon. And I'll be honest, I think Luigi's Mansion 3 is, in my opinion, the best game in the series. And even though, let's just see where it goes from here. Luigi's Mansion 3, in my opinion, is the best game in the series. A great story, great boss battles, great characters, and many other things that happen in the game. And I just admit, this is, to me, in my opinion, the best Ghostbusters game ever made.
Go where you want, do whatever you want. This is the golden age of gaming. Make the player proud when he's playing your game. Make yourself proud.
Alright, coming in at number 5, The Outer Worlds. And to me, this game is absolutely amazing. And my God, it is so damn awesome. And my gosh, that girl, what's her name, is so damn cute. And every time I was around, she was always on my side defending me. I chose them, and after that, the story is amazing. And you can choose between, like, you know, if you want to cause genocide or you want to at least help the characters out and pretty much just give them advice or help them in needs and stuff like that, or be a complete a-hole and just say, screw you, and I'm just gonna have this place all for myself. It's your decision though, and I absolutely love it though. And to me, this single-player RPG made by Obsidian Entertainment is, in my opinion, absolutely amazing though. And by Private Division 2, who was also part of this too, amazing job though. And this is a big, huge slap in the face to Bethesda and be like, hey guys, I'm sorry about Fallout 76, but hey, we got a better Fallout game, but it takes place in space. And I will admit, it was amazing though. And I'll be honest, I hope this is a huge motivation to Bethesda though, because Fallout 76 ain't helping. But Obsidian's Outer Worlds was, to me, in my opinion, one of the best RPGs I've played by far this year though. I didn't get my full experience yet though, but later on I'll complete the game down the line though, because I'm more than halfway through. I rented it, but I didn't get to finish it all. But I will admit, this is, to me, Obsidian's greatest achievement. I know you guys are working on DLC. I am looking forward to see what you guys are doing next, though, because I'm excited and I'm actually really happy that you guys did a much more amazing job in this game. And I'm just excited to see what you guys are going to be doing next with the Outer Worlds series. Yup, Gears 5. Microsoft's crowning achievement, and to me, in my opinion, the best Xbox game as of this year, though. Gears 5, in my opinion, was a great game. But despite the ending, which really pissed me off, though, and who knows which of the characters that you killed off is canon, though, because I don't know, because I love both characters, but it's a huge slap in the face. But seeing some fan art, though, to see which one of those characters is pretty much going to be the next, villain, I don't know, because I'm upset still, and even though some people may complain that the open world segments in Act 2 and Act 3 was a bit of a slow pace, in my opinion, I replayed it again, and I'll admit, I was absolutely cool with it. And to me, Gears 5 is, to me, the fourth best game they made in the series. Gears 3 to me is still the best one in my opinion though. But to me, Gears 5 was a great third-person shooter, had a great open world segment, or should I say, 2 open world sections, and to me, it's one of the best Microsoft games they have made this year. But I'm going to say this to you nicely and with a huge warning, Microsoft. Stop relying on Gears, Halo, and Forza. I understand it pays your bills, but you got many other developers. But I noticed too, Microsoft, that you guys have other games, a lot of games coming out in 2020 before the Xbox Series X. Jesus, Microsoft. Whose idea was it to call the Xbox Series X that? Was it you, Phil Spencer, or was it you, Matt Booty? Which one of you guys? Because, seriously? Xbox Series X? Stupid. But you guys just pretty much just messed up the name once again. But I hope the console is actually worth it, though, because I heard rumors that the console is going to be worth $900. Really? $900? Make sure that's $700 or $600, and I'll buy that. But, I don't know. But to me, Gears 5, I'm a little off topic, but to me, Gears 5 was a great third-person shooter, and to me, my fourth favorite game in the series, beating 4 in my opinion. And I cannot wait to see what Gears 6 has in store, and who knows which character's death is canon, though. But let's see how it goes, and please do not let any of those characters take a backseat. Please, because I want them to have more involvement in the 6th game. Please. Respawn Entertainment was absolutely on fire, and they absolutely killed it this year too with Apex Legends and Star Wars Jedi. And to me, in my opinion, it was absolutely great though. But it had a great story, great characters, great boss battles, and to me, in my opinion, it was to me a great Metroidvania game ever made. And also, it had Uncharted and Tomb Raider segments too. Please, as a warning, EA. Don't rely so much on Respawn. Give them time, because this game looked like it needed a little bit more polish and a little bit more time, because playing this game again on the Xbox One S, the game runs and looks like shit. And I'm sorry, but the game to me was absolutely amazing. The combat was awesome. It is a little bit like baby Dark Souls though. F Dark Souls, I don't like Dark Souls. And to me, it was close to becoming Game of the Year, but still, the frame rate on the Xbox One and the Xbox One S still runs like crap. But if you get the X, you're fine, even though it runs at 48 to 55 frames per second, though, which... And I hope this comes with a warning. Let Respawn take their time, EA. Let them take their time, and don't rely on them so much. You got BioWare, you got DICE, you got your EA Sports games. So, and by the way, do not, I repeat, do not add microtransactions in Star Wars Jedi. It's not necessary. There's no need for microtransactions. It is fine. And by the way, Respawn shuts you up by saying single-player games are dead. They shut you up. Good. And that's what you get, EA. And I hope you learn your lesson too, because look how much this game made you guys a household name. And this game, to me, in my opinion, is the best Star Wars game made in the 2010s. And I will admit, it was actually much more better than Star Wars Battlefront 2. Even though Battlefront 2 had its problems, but it has been fixed. But Star Wars Jedi, to me, in my opinion, is the best modern Star Wars game made as of this year. And also, of all time. Alright, guys. These two were the toughest decisions I have to make. And they're both Capcom games. I have to go with Devil May Cry 5. It hasn't changed. Devil May Cry 5, upon replaying it again, I just can't help it. To me, this is one of the best hack and slasher games I have ever played as of this year. And Capcom, or should I say Hideaki Itsuno, Matthew Walker, and the rest of the development team who worked really hard on this game, absolutely amazing though. And you guys absolutely deserve to be best action game of the year at the Video Game Awards, and you guys absolutely killed it. And I'm really upset too because I couldn't go to Comic-Con and talk to Johnny Young Bosch to pitch him Devil May Cry 6 and give him like at least word that please, I hope Capcom cannot lose their way and just at least keep going with this franchise. And I want this to keep going because Devil May Cry 5 to me is one of the best hack and slashers I have ever played. Nero was awesome. His gameplay was amazing. Dante's gameplay was much more improved than 4. And V's gameplay was absolutely amazing. And I'm absolutely like, you know, more excited to see what the next game will be in store though. But I hope in the next game, and I will pitch this again, Dante and Virgil, still in hell, but runs into a person, their father, Sparta, who is responsible for their mother's death. And that's why Virgil and Dante hate each other, and he's the one who pretty much did that. And then while Nero is up there at the in Earth fighting against the remaining demons that were released from hell, and sees a familiar face, which to me may be, and I would say this here, Dante's daughter. I would say Dante's illegitimate daughter that he did not know, and I just want that to happen though, and maybe a tease of Mundus or something like that. That'd be cool. And I'll admit, Devil May Cry 5 to me is one of the best action games I have played this year, and one of the best hack and slashers of all time. And to me, guys, you guys already know who number 1 is. Resident Evil 2 Remake. My God, Resident Evil 2 Remake to me, in my opinion, was one of the best survival horror games ever made. Right next to Resident Evil 4. And I'll say this right now, Resident Evil 2 Remake had an absolutely great story. It was much more serious, not as cheesy as the original one though. And I will admit too, this is Capcom's like second best Resident Evil game of all time, beating the original one too. Resident Evil 4 to me, I love it the most, but this one's like in second place. And to me, the game looks absolutely beautiful though, even though the frame rate runs at 35 to 45 frames per second, depending on how bad the situation is though. And I'm upset that too, because please, no more console limitations. Please don't let that happen. And also, Leon's campaign was absolutely amazing though. Claire's campaign and the other campaign while you do your second run was absolutely cool. I still haven't Claire A and Leon B yet though. I did manage to beat Hunk's mode, which to me was absolutely amazing though. The fourth survivor, it was great. And then also adding Tofu, which I was like shocked. And then adding in, what else? The extra survival, like the extra survivors, adding in the daughter the mayor's daughter, or should I say it's the Forgotten Soldier, and then also the gun vendor who was still alive though somehow though, and is trying to make his escape, which was absolutely really great though. All I can say is this, Capcom absolutely made one of the best games this year though, and they absolutely killed it this year too. I will put in an honorable mention here too, because Monster Hunter Iceborne, I didn't get my hands on it though, but I heard a lot of great things about that too. It made much more improvements than Monster Hunter World, but soon enough I will get it. But all I can say is this though, it's not to conclude this, but Resident Evil 2 Remake to me is Game of the Year. And I know it's a remake though, it was tough between Devil May Cry 5 and Resident Evil 2 Remake. But to me, in my opinion, Resident Evil 2 Remake is to me my favorite game this year. And Capcom, you killed it guys. Alright guys, as for honorable mentions here, as a repeat, Far Cry New Dawn, an expansion that it concludes the Far Cry 5 series and kind of gives you the answers. Control, damn it, I really wish I got my hands on the game, but I heard it's really good. The mind-bending stuff like that, and to me, it is Remedy's most crowning achievements. Super Mario Maker 2, didn't get my full experience though, but I did manage to create some really cool funny levels at a friend's house. Had some really cool level sections though, but even though it is an improvement to Super Mario Maker 1, I will admit that Super Mario Maker 2 is to me the greatest Mario Makers they have made by far, and I cannot wait to see what they're going to be doing in the 3D platform. Days Gone, an open world survival horror game. Some say it's divisive, but to me I thought it was really good. It's a really good Sons of Anarchy / Walking Dead game, and it's a better one too. Death Stranding, it has its fans. Some hate it, some love it, some is meh. But I'll admit, the story is good, the gameplay is, yeah. but at the same time, the game is absolutely solid. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Never got my hands on this though, but it does deserve to be an honorable mention here too. Judgment, to me, the only good PS4 game they have made by far, even though it's a spin-off though, but to me, Judgment is a great detective game, and I'll admit it has great graphics though, and let's see what you guys have in store too, because I have a feeling that you guys are going to continue on with Judgment 2, but you guys are still going on with the Yakuza series. Right, Astral Chain was actually Platinum Games' great hack and slashers this year though, but what sucks, I never got my hands on that game. And then last but not least, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. No microtransactions, and guess what? The first season is free, okay? But let's see how much Season 2 will be. So yeah, guys, that's it for my top 10 games of this year, with a huge bunch of honorable mentions though, which I never got my full experience. And to me, guys, yes, these two games were the toughest decisions I have to make. Game of the year, which one of these are the game of the year? But to me, Resident Evil 2 takes it though. As much as I wanted Devil May Cry 5 to take game of the year, even though it has best action game of the year, I think Resident Evil 2 Remake was, to me, in my opinion, the best game in the series. Some say Sekiro is, but let me ask you guys this. I don't like Dark Souls combat. I don't. I find the games to be harsh, and it will cause you to rage quit. And I don't like playing those type of games because I just don't like them. I just prefer Star Wars better than that too. So I'll be seeing you guys in the next video, guys. Maybe I'll be working on a few videos too. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. And also, please if you guys don't like my list, give me yours in the comments down below. So if you guys, it's your guys' decisions. Anyways, guys, take care.